Hey guys, welcome to Taerk Test Kitchen. Today we're taking a deep dive into the world of burgers. This is a dish that is greater than the sum of its parts and is just flat out delicious when done properly. So with that all said, let's get into it. The first thing we have to talk about is the burger patty itself. Anybody that suggests this isn't the most important part of a hamburger is flat out wrong. I have 2 pounds of both ground short rib and ground chuck here. These two cuts together are going to give us a rich beefy flavor along with some unctuous fat dotted throughout our patty. Mix your 2 cuts together until they are no longer 2 separate grounds, but rather one cohesive unit of beefy camaraderie. Then using a kitchen scale, weigh handfuls of your burger mix into 8-ounce mounds, or balls, or boulders, whatever word suits you, do that. Place them on a parchment-lined baking sheet while you finish forming your balls, and take your time during this process. Nicely formed balls are happy balls. Now, to form your patties, you can press them by hand or use one of these pressy thingies that I got from an infomercial many years ago. Take your meaty balls and plop them into the molds. Then press down on them to form perfectly round patties. Place your patties back on the parchment-lined tray as they await their turn to transform into proper burgers. Before we cook our burgers, I like to get all the toppings ready first. This way, as soon as the burgers are ready, we can assemble and enjoy. The first topping we're going to look at is our sauce. This is my take on secret sauce, similar to In-N-Out Animal Style and Big Mac sauce. To a bowl, add 1/3 cup of mayo, 2 tablespoons of mustard, 1 tablespoon of ketchup, 2 tablespoons of deeply caramelized onions, 2 tablespoons of garlic confit puree, 2 tablespoons of sweet pickle relish, 1 tablespoon of paprika, 1 tablespoon of honey, and 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Whisk that all together until homogeneous and set aside. Next, shred some iceberg lettuce. Don't worry about cutting it too finely here. This lettuce is going to give us a solid base for our burger to sit on, as well as a nice crisp crunch. Then slice 1 tomato into rounds. You want to cut these rounds very thin. Not I can see through it thin, but thin enough that you're not eating a tomato with a side of burger. Immediately hit your tomatoes with some salt. Always salt your tomatoes. Always. And lastly, julienne some red onion. Like the tomatoes, no thick slices. And if you question this, take a nice big bite out of an onion and then talk to me, okay? Now, cheese for a burger is very important, and for this version of this sandwich not sandwich, I'm going to use orange cheddar. This will give a nice mildly sharp flavor and great meltage for that classic burger experience. Now let's talk about my buns real quickly. You need a bun with flavor as well as strength to hold all of these ingredients together. I'm using my Hokkaido milk bun recipe that I have a video for, and I will leave a link to in the description. These are soft, milky tasting, buttery buns that will forever hold a spot on the burger bun podium for me. Slice these suckers right down the middle, and enough prep. Let's cook. Heat a wide cast iron skillet over high heat until the pan is piping hot. Then add a sploosh of grapeseed oil to the pan and spread it around to coat the pan and prevent stickage. Then add your burgers to the pan. If you don't hear the sweet sound of sizzling meat immediately, remove your burger from the pan and let it heat for a few more seconds. Sear your burger for 3 to 4 minutes totally untouched. Just let them cook and channel their energy into becoming what they've always wanted to be. While you sear your burgers in a separate pan on medium heat, add a knob of butter and toast your buns until they are nicely toasted. We're looking for golden brown, maybe some light charring around the edges. Then flip your burgers and sear for another 3 to 4 minutes to achieve that perfect medium rare to medium doneness. If you want your burger cooked more than that, just add 1 to 2 more minutes per side and watch me cry in the corner. Now once you've flipped your burgers, add the cheese and let it begin to melt and coat your meat in ooey gooey yumminess. Now it's time for burger assembly. First, if your cheese is not melted to your liking, run a torch over the cheese until it melts. Then, as the base for this epicness, place the bottom of your bun out. Then add a generous spoonful of your secret sauce, followed by a handful of your shredded lettuce. Now top that off with your burger, a slice of tomato, some of your onion, a few slices of bread and butter pickles. These are my own pickles, but you can use any kind that you like. Some more sauce, and then the top of your bun. Now I'm going to cut it in half to reveal this miraculous cross section, but don't feel like cutting it is necessary. I just unhinge my jaw and go hog on this thing if cameras weren't looking at me right now. And take a look at this cross section. Each layer is stacked perfectly, which will result in a moment that can only be described as spiritual or healing for the soul. This burger is everything you want in a burger. It's meaty, juicy, all the condiments play so nicely with each other, the sauce adds a bit of acid and sweetness which is lovely, and most importantly, nothing takes away from the patty. Now I'm going to continue to stuff my face, and if you enjoyed this burger making adventure, be sure to subscribe down below, give this video a like, and stay tuned for more videos. Now get to cooking.